Hello, friends. Good morning, and welcome to today's daily Dharma. We're going to continue to explore this mind state of generosity that we've been exploring this week. Today, I'd like to talk a little bit about a way of practicing generosity that may not be so direct or may not be one that comes to mind right away when we think of being generous, right? We think of being generous with our time, with our attention, with our material goods, with finances, etc. This is more being generous with, you might say, the fullness of ourselves. And what I mean by that is it can be very common to not want others to kind of see or know about, the challenges that we may have in our inner life, places where we're afraid or not sure, ways that we give ourselves a hard time, places of anxiety, etc. Right? We tend to not want people to see those, keep them to ourselves, maybe present to other people other parts of ourselves that maybe are more confident or etc. The problem with that is everyone walks around and what we see is everyone like really doing well. But the truth of it is that everyone is not doing just well. Certainly people are doing well, but of course we all have these places, these karmic knots, to use Dharma language, where there's struggle. Now, what happens in our practice through looking at our experience, outer and also inner, we start to really come to know these places of challenge. But additionally, so we see them clearly, but additionally, we start to understand them for what they are, which is they are conditioned habit patterns of the heart and mind. And that furthermore, they are not self. They don't define who we are. They arise due to conditions and they pass when the conditions change. They're as not self as everything else. And so with this combination of just really getting to know these parts of ourselves, being more okay with them, even bringing some compassionate and kind attention to them, between that and also starting to see that these habit patterns, these challenges in our hearts and minds, they are not us. They don't define us. And so with these two, then becomes much easier and just much more natural to not hide them, to say, yeah, oh yeah, when that happened the other day, I was really afraid, or oh, whenever that happens, I just tend to get so anxious. It's like, it's just what is. It's not a big deal. And it's not a big deal because our hearts are okay with it. And there's clear seeing that it doesn't define who we are. And when we can be this way in life, it really is an offering. If we see generosity as an offering, this is a really beautiful offering. And I know you all know people who, embody this and live this, and it's very refreshing. I remember one time was talking to a senior Dharma teacher, something about, I don't know, we were going to get together and talk about something. And they said, oh, no, I can't do it then because I might forget to, I have a call with a student and I might forget it. And if I forget it, I'll beat myself up for a week. I was kind of like, really? I just said that to myself, but this person was just, yeah, that was just a habit pattern that was still in their mind that if they let someone down, the habit was just to give themselves a hard time. But they said it and just was with it in a way that was absolutely no problem. So this is really a beautiful offering to the world when we can be more okay with the fullness of who we are and live out in life with the fullness of who we are. We're really modeling something that is refreshing and inspiring for others. So in this way, I see this as really a great generosity to everyone that we know and that we come into contact with. We basically say to them, it's okay for you to be the fullness of who you are as well. Okay, let's go ahead and do some of the formal practice that is so at the core of being able to look at ourselves closely, the fullness of ourselves, see it clearly for what it is, and also bring a kind and loving attention to it. So settling in to whatever posture you're going to take. Bringing attention to the body, which helps the mind start to contact and settle in the present moment. Inviting the body to soften and relax. Perhaps feeling the body initially at contact points where it's touching the earth below, or where parts of the body are touching other parts of the body. And really being clear that we're not just thinking about the body, that we are feeling it. We want to feel sensations. So we kind of tune into that. What do I feel at these contact points? Pressure, hardness, softness, warmth, coolness. Maybe we feel more finer grained sensations like tingling or buzzing, vibrating, pulsing. And noticing if we feel sensations in parts of the body that aren't in contact with anything. Perhaps we will, perhaps not, maybe some areas more than others, but just noticing. Do you feel any sensations in your left arm, the chest or abdomen? There's a way that we can widen the attention to fill the whole body. So we are feeling the body where it's in contact with something and also where it's not in contact with something. Feeling the whole body all at once. What's that like? Widening the attention in this way, we naturally will at some point come into contact with this rhythm, this rhythmic pattern of sensations that correspond to the body breathing in and out. Feeling these sensations as part of the larger body sensations, not separate from it. Sensations of body particularly associated with the breath. Sensations of body not particularly associated with the breath. Feeling it all. Feeling the breath body. In our Vipassana practice, this is often a good anchor. Many people use this experience that helps tether the attention to the present moment. This foundational experience that we can be mindful of. We use the breath body as an anchor, and we also notice other experiences that come and go. Outwardly, sounds, maybe smells. Inwardly, thoughts, emotions, mind states. And it's as we attend to this inner experience of thoughts and emotions that we come into contact and over time become more and more intimate with the habit patterns of the heart and mind. Some of them lovely, pleasant, some of them difficult, challenging, unpleasant, the fear, the compulsive desire, the rage, the jealousy, etc. We bring a non-judgmental awareness to these experiences. Over time, cultivating compassion for their repeated arisings. One of the challenges of being a human being are these difficult emotions and mind states that just come uninvited, but here they are. And we learn to have a caring attention towards them. Steadied by the attention with the breath body, with the anchor, the mind can then see these thoughts and emotions more clearly, see them for what they are. Conditioned phenomenon arising when the conditions are supportive for them to, passing away when the conditions are no longer supportive of them. we start to establish a healthy detachment from them. We don't identify with them so much. We start to see them as not me, not mine. Based on this compassion towards them and this clear seeing of them, the growing lack of identification with them, our attitude towards these aspects of ourselves becomes lighter, non-problematic. Less need to hide them away, able to share more of the fullness of ourselves with the world and the people in it. The gift of the fullness of ourselves. We don't dig for these habit patterns. Let them arise on their own if and when they will. Thank you for your practice. One of the benefits benefits of practicing and seeing in this way is the next time you're meditating and the mind is churning over some, let's say, argument in the past, and there's a lot of aversion coming up, and the thought comes, what good is this? What good is this doing is sitting here? Well, Well, everything I just explained. The more we can become aware, these habit patterns, the heart and mind, work with them, see them more clearly, develop compassion towards them, our relationship to them really changes. It's okay. It's just that. It's just that. And then we can be more of the fullness of ourselves in the world. And that really is a great offering. Okay, friends, that's it for today. And that's it for our exploration of generosity, at least for the moment. Next week, we are going to look at two complementary mind states that really work together and are so necessary to keep going on this eightfold path: patience and perseverance. Okay, till then, I wish you well, and always take good care. See you next week. Bye-bye.